I want the record to show that I never defended Kingdom Come Deliverance II. There's a story making its rounds that this game features a scene that has a graphic depiction of child sodomy. Big yikes here. Now, this game was a topic of debate this last week between, I guess, this divide of anti woke crusaders. There's a side that is like, hey, we don't want free speech to be limited. We want gay sex in the games. And they were defending it. And then you got the side of people saying gay sex and sex in general don't belong in the games at all. Me, look, okay, I could already tell going into this that this game was red flags, especially with the way that Vavra was acting towards reviews, criticism. He was acting very unhinged, unprofessional at that. So I already had a little bit of a bad taste. And to be honest, gay sex, I don't want it in my games. And I don't want butch ass Abby from Last of Us 2 getting railed in my games either. Like I said on my banger tweet. If you guys want to see my thoughts, I said optional or not, gay is gay. I don't have to like it in my games. If you do, cool, have at it. Right? More power to you. I don't want it. Just because I don't want it doesn't mean that I'm limiting your entertainment or your free speech. I have a right to my opinion, just like you have a right to yours. And then again, I said I also wasn't a fan of Butch Abby getting railed in Last of Us 2. And wasn't a fan of the gayness in Baldur's Gate 3 either. I don't call games woke just to call them woke. Every game I've criticized has had a DEI agenda, sweet baby involved, or bad actors pushing narratives like they did against Hogwarts Legacy. And there was this whole argument that this gayness that's in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is optional. Oh, it's optional. Like I literally saw people standing up and defending the whole argument that it's optional and stuff. It's still in there, okay? And I'm not going to try to say that I'm some religious zealot that you're going to hell because you want that stuff in your games. To me, it's cringe. I'm going to call it out anyway, okay? Because to me, I don't want it. I can call it out. It's my choice to call it out. Well, now those people were defending a game that has child sodomy in it, apparently. So I'm gonna let the record show. I did not defend this game one bit. And one major part of it was Vavra. So this article from Fandom Pulse, shout out to them, says Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 not only depicts a graphic scene of two individuals engaging in sodomy, but it's now been discovered one of the individuals in question is a teenager. So big freaking yikes here. Now, according to this article, it says the creative director, Daniel Vavra, who is a person that I think has been acting completely unhinged, they're an a-hole, to put it into better words. They confirmed the game features a scene depicting sodomy back in January. And here's the, I guess, Facebook post that they said. So after the leftists cursed me at Nazis for 10 years, now Nazis cursed me at Jews because Saudi Arabia might want to ban KCD because of the homosexual. So that was translated, obviously. Translation doesn't work well, but yeah, apparently this is what he had to say about the gay sex scene being in the game. And this is what he said on X. He reiterated it, saying KCD is an RPG. You're responsible for your decisions. If you want Henry to try a same-sex adventure, feel free. If you don't want to, you don't have to. All affairs are and were in KCD1 purely optional. The characters are perfectly aware that it is a forbidden sin. And I get it. Oh, it's immersion. It's optional, blah blah blah, right? People got up in like arms to yell at people that were against this. And I thought that was whack. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion on it. And people could say that this doesn't belong in games without being attacked. I don't understand why there's so much infighting lately, but my main point of contention is this dude, in response to bad reviews of the game, which were already allegedly being censored on Steam. There was this whole article from the Park Place talking about Steam banning negative reviews that call out the co-founder for misleading and woke stuff in the game, right? So there's a whole big controversy about bad reviews getting denied. And then on top of that, you literally had Vavra attacking Metacritic scores. Look at this. A trusted news source. Mission accomplished. We no longer have 90% Metacritic score. Be proud of your excellent journalistic standards, right? Imagine making a game and tweeting something like this. To me, this was the red flag. Also, the way that they acted towards Rev Says Dazu. Like, Vavra has shown time and time again that this guy can't take any criticism, and he just goes nuts over every single thing. That wasn't it. That just wasn't it. Let's take a look at another one where you can see right here, your trusted source of gaming news. Last time they refused to give us any score. So calling out Eurogamer, and I'm not defending Eurogamer or any journal outlet, because a lot of times these people don't have any kind of integrity. But you can't sit here and pretend that Vavra has integrity either, when he's intentionally been misleading, has injected a lot of woke nonsense into the games. All right, like I said, even if it is optional, it's still there. Okay, I don't care what you have to say. Look at this. So the Metacritic user reviews are open, and guess what? AWWs are hard at work. There's now more than 1 million of you who bought the game, so if you like it, give it a review at link below. And when you're there, you can report these bots. So he's saying report these negative reviews, and he's labeling them as bots, guys. This guy has lost it. He's crashing out. OpenCritic is so much better than Metacritic. More reviews, more options, more info. It's a shame that Game Rankings was swallowed by Metacritic, and it's a shame that many modern websites remove lots of user options in order for it to be more accessible. Andy Pants freaking going full blown at it, enjoying the failure of your gay and Jewish game. Yikes. Andy Pants going full blown. And you know, my main thing, like I said, is Vavra is not somebody to be defending here. And a matter of fact, look at this. So I'm watching David Jaffe, creator of the OG God of War that I liked a lot, playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Then I check the messages, and there's a message from guess who. So, of course, Jaffe's going to be in solidarity with Vavra. And Smash, who did come out and say that he was sorry for defending this game and other things that he said, says you guys sure do know how to find each other. So, Smash did come out and retract his words and stuff. I think him and JDA got into a war of words or whatever that's actually stemming from like the past month or so. To be honest, it's really been tiresome to follow this whole Goonergate debacle and all that. But Smash has since come out and called Vavra out, so that's good on him. Anyways, back to the topic that we're talking about. God of War creator David Jaffe has admitted that they're a woke activist. And this is something that I wanted to touch on a little bit, but this stems from this story of him being shouted out by Vavra, right? And you can see JDA, speaking of them, says, corporate sellout Daniel Vavra now bragging that woke activist David Jaffe is loving Kingdom Come Deliverance II. JDA was right again. This is all an organized psyop against gamers. And to be honest, again, I don't think Vavra was being completely honest here. And Jaffe says, just for 100% clarity, you're saying in a public space, stating as fact that I'm engaged in an organized psyop. So this is a response to JDA, right? This guy always does the schematics and tries to loop around, move the goalpost. Jaffe's weird, guys. And then you could see Nicodemus says, just for 100% clarity, are you a woke activist? And Jaffe says this, guys. It would not surprise me if I were, but give me the definition and I'll let you know. And Nicodemus says, a person who performs activism for woke leftist causes. And Jaffe says, I mean, I believe in leftist progressive causes, and I post a lot of online about it. Attended a few marches. If that makes me an activist, then 100%. So, yikes, right? So back to this. You can see IGN was shilling this whole how to romance Hans, right? Like, literally, the first piece of writing that they had for this game was how to do a gay romance. Now, going on, it says it's now been uncovered that Hans is a teenager when this scene takes place. The first game features a codex, and one of the entries is for Hans. It states that he was likely born around 1388 and died in 1419. The entry reads, the underage son of John Jessic Passaic. I probably fucking butchered that. So yeah, there's a codex that confirms that he was likely underage, and in the open scene for the second game, it makes it clear that it takes place in 1403. So if he died in 1419, the game takes place in 1403. If the year is accurate for the year of his birth, he's only 15 when you engage in sodomy in this game. Oh god, thank god I did not defend this crap. So it says it's also quite possible he's born later, and that would make him even younger. Given the age that the game depicts Hans as it should be banned in the US, the game is clearly graphically depicting child porn. Furthermore, authorities should investigate developer Warhorse Studios and seek criminal penalties. So big yikes here, dude. Big yikes. And to top this all off, Vavra has addressed it. Vavra has addressed this. So here's another article, and it talks about how it's been uncovered that the scene is graphic, that it features an underage individual based on the codex. So lots of rehash, but somebody called it out. Vavra said, somebody on X said, if you decide you want a love scene with Hans in KCD2, you're committing pedophilia because Hans is 15 years old. You can't even make up stuff like that. And Daniel Vavra says, imagine that women at the time were married at the age of 12 and had children. Also, they needed witnesses during first sex. First of all, it's not making it any better, but that's a woman. That's not gay sex. All right? So you're defending underage gay sex here. You're literally defending grooming in general. And then the individual said, if you were aiming for historical accuracy, why are there no children in the game? Because they could be killed. Killing them is bad, but having sex with them is fine. Okay, bud. And Daniel says, so there are no children, but Capon's a child, and you seem kind of lost. And this individual says, so Capon's the only child in the game, and coincidentally, it's possible to have sex with him. You were lost when you designed the game, so a call out. And Vavra, as of this video, has not responded to this call out. So, yeah, absolutely 110% an agenda behind this stuff. You could say it's optional. You could say that it's not a requirement thing, that this game is not woke. It is 110% woke. And Vavra has been misleading and lying. Vavra's a douche on social media. And they promote this stuff. They promote this stuff that is sick in the fucking head. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. And yikes on this sodomy thing with an underage kid. Yikes.